Lolita, light of my life, fire of my loins. With this notorious first sentence, Vladimir Nabokov's Lolita announces that it will unsettle you from the start, and then dares you to keep reading. Published in 1955, the novel is told entirely through the voice of Humbert Humbert, a middle-aged European man with refined tastes, sharp wit, and an obsession that defines the story. Humbert's narration is both charming and manipulative, drawing the reader into his version of events while quietly shaping how we see them. The book is framed as his prison memoir, written while awaiting trial. When Humbert rents a room in the house of Charlotte Hadge, a widow in a small American town, he meets her 12-year-old daughter, Dolores Hadge. Humbert gives her the nickname Lolita, and from that moment she becomes the center of his attention. He marries Charlotte not out of affection, but to stay close to the girl. Charlotte, unaware of his true motives, tries to enforce boundaries between her daughter and her new husband. But before she can act on her suspicions, she dies suddenly in a car accident. Humbert seizes the opportunity to take Dolores on a cross-country journey, presenting himself as her guardian. This section of the book is perhaps its most haunting. Through motels, diners, and long highways, Humbert narrates their travels in a tone that is almost romantic on the surface. He fills the pages with cultural references, wordplay, and lyrical descriptions of the American landscape. Beneath this polished storytelling, however, lies a deeply exploitative relationship. Nabokov deliberately keeps the worst of Humbert's actions out of direct view, forcing the reader to infer from Dolores' occasional resistance, emotional outbursts, and requests for independence that she is not a willing participant in the life Humbert has constructed. This gap between Humbert's narration and the reality of abuse is where the novel's moral weight lies. Over time, Dolores grows more distant from Humbert and eventually leaves him. She reappears later in the story, now 17, married, pregnant, and struggling financially. Humbert offers her help, claiming he still loves her, but it is clear that he loves the private image of Lolita he has created rather than the real Dolores. Before this reunion, Humbert discovers that Claire Quilty, a playwright and acquaintance, had been pursuing Dolores. Humbert blames Quilty for taking her away and murders him in one of the novel's most darkly comic and disturbing scenes. This act leads to Humbert's arrest, which frames the conclusion of his memoir. Upon publication, Lolita was banned in France, England, Argentina, New Zealand, and several other countries. It was labeled obscene not only for its subject matter but also because it immerses readers in the mind of a morally corrupt narrator. Over decades, the book has come to be regarded as a literary masterpiece. Its artistry lies in showing how language can be a tool of persuasion and even moral disguise. Nabokov never endorses Humbert's actions but allows readers to see how he rationalizes them, making Lolita as much about storytelling as about obsession and exploitation. One of the most tragic elements of the novel is how little we hear from Dolores herself. Because Humbert narrates the entire story, her thoughts, feelings, and perspective are largely absent. What we know comes through fleeting glimpses, her complaints, longing for friends, and small rebellions against Humbert's control. By muting Dolores' voice, Nabokov forces readers to confront how abuse often involves silencing victims, not just physically or emotionally, but narratively. The imbalance of power extends to who gets to tell the story. Lolita has influenced countless writers and has been adapted into films, plays, and even a ballet. Yet it has often been misunderstood. Popular culture has reduced Lolita to a term for a precocious, flirtatious young girl, erasing the reality of her abuse. Nabokov himself lamented this misreading, insisting the novel was never meant to glamorize Humbert's actions. In the 21st century, Lolita remains disturbingly relevant. It examines grooming, gaslighting, and how beauty in narrative can mask danger. In the age of Hush Me Too and increased awareness of power imbalances, the novel warns that eloquence can be weaponized and narrators may obscure the truth. It also asks us to think critically about whose voices are heard and whose are excluded. Dolores' absence is a reminder that narratives are often controlled by those with power, not by those most affected. Nabokov's novel is not comfortable reading, nor was it meant to be. Its power lies in holding two truths at once: prose can be exquisite, and the speaker can be morally corrupt. The tension between these truths makes Lolita one of the most challenging and enduring works of modern literature. Lolita is not just a story about one man and one girl. It examines how language can reshape reality, how abuse hides behind charm, and how victims' voices can vanish. Reading it today forces us to question the stories we consume and who gets to tell them.